that I get asked time and time again by people. Do all narcissists come back? And the answer to that is no. Not all narcissists come back. 90% of them do, but not all of them do. And it really depends on the circumstances in the narcissist's life. A narcissist will come back if they need something from you, okay? Or they feel they can manipulate you. But see, some narcissists won't come back because of their pride. In other words, they don't want to look like they're begging to come back to you. And if they don't come back to you, it's usually one of two reasons. One, they don't need you. And two, they're doing okay for themselves, okay? You don't have anything to offer them. And also another reason that they will not come back is because you're on to their game. They realize they can't manipulate you. You know what they are, okay? In other words, they're not able to cause that cognitive dissonance where you're confused, where you think that the narcissist is telling you the truth. You're starting to get the game. So if they really feel like it's useless, they're not going to come back, and especially if they're doing okay. I always say when a narcissist comes back, it's usually because they're not doing so great, okay? They're either going through a dry spell with supply, they're having a hard time, finding supply that they like, or they're bored with the supply that they have. A lot of times, the narcissist will come back and try you, and they have somebody. It's not that they're single, because the narcissist is always going to be talking to people. They're always going to have, their breadcrumbs out, dealing with other people, but they may not be crazy about these other options, or they may be bored with these other options. And what a narcissist will do is they'll come back and they'll try you, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're looking to get rid of whoever they have. Sometimes they work both sides to the middle. They keep who they have, but they want more. A narcissist is greedy, okay? They need constant validation from multiple people in order to lift that ego and make themselves feel important. But the bigger question in all of this is, why would you care if a narcissist came back or not? The bottom line is, look at how that person treated you. They didn't treat you with respect. They lied to you. They manipulated you. They played head games with you. They didn't tell you the truth. They gaslit you. And basically, the narcissist looked at you like you're a fool, okay? You're a fool. The only time a narcissist will not come back is when they know that you cannot be fooled, okay? That they are going to get nowhere with you, or, like I said, because they're doing all right with who they've got. Now, keep in mind this. You could have a big, big blowout with a narcissist and the two of you break up. And that narcissist could come back at any time. They could come back a couple weeks later, a couple months later. And I've seen narcissists come back 20 years later, okay? They will hit you out of the blue. They'll contact you on Facebook, or they'll try to locate you, and they'll reach out to you and say, oh, how you been? I've been thinking about you. Do you remember the time we were at this spot together, or I heard a song about you? Because they're going to try you. And people say, I can't believe the narcissist came back when we had a big fight, and they come back and they don't bring up the fight. They don't bring anything up that we were arguing about. Well, they're not going to. They're not going to. They're going to sweep it under the rug because they're trying to appease you, and, they're trying to operate on you so that you don't think about the bad, and also they don't want to take accountability for it. So they'll say something like, let's just move forward, okay? I don't want to fight with you. Let's not fight. Let's just move forward. I still love you, and everything like that. If they loved you, they would have never left you. Period, dot, end of story. They would have tried to work it out with you. Somebody who loves you will never take a chance of losing you, okay? Somebody who truly loves you and values you is not going to want to lose you, okay? Remember that, because a lot of people think that the narcissist comes back because, oh, they matured, oh, they realized what they lost and everything like that. No, what happens is the narcissist goes out there. When you break up with a narcissist, first thing they're going to do is they're going to be on their phones and they're going to be texting and reaching out to other supply, and they're not going to be worried about you. They're focusing on somebody else because you're a dead end at that point. So they're out there and, they're running the mill with the other supply. A lot of them are having fun for themselves. They're with a lot of people, or, they're just, putting their energy elsewhere. It's only when they hit that low point that they may come back, okay? They come back. And also another reason that a narcissist may come back is it's an ego rush if you entertain them. If you get on the phone with them and you start, even arguing with them, you're showing them that they got to you. Even when you fight with somebody, you're showing them you care, okay? That's why you don't put yourself in that position. You block, delete, and you're showing them, you know what? I'm better than that, and I'm not going to entertain your nonsense anymore. So, I'm not going to get on the phone and tell you you're a narcissist. I'm not going to get on the phone and tell you off or anything like that, because you're not even worth that energy. You are nothing. You are my past. And, maybe you feel you made a mistake by being with the narcissist, but now you realize it and you're moving forward, and no time will be given or attention to the narcissist. So you guys, remember this. You don't want to feed the narcissist. And how do you feed the narcissist? By giving them your time and attention. Even if it's to tell them off, don't do it, okay? Because the best revenge is best served cold, okay? Let them wonder what you're thinking. Show them that they are nothing by being busy in your own life and not acknowledging them. Don't acknowledge the narcissist. Too many people care what the narcissist is saying to other people, smearing you to other people, what they're doing. I get it. Sometimes, you feel that urge. You want to look at their social media, what's going on. Are they doing okay for themselves? And I get a lot of people that say to me, but they look so happy. I just don't get it. How could they look so happy? That narcissist was so toxic. I always tell people, look at the timing of things, okay? Have they been with that person a long time? Most of the time, you're going to see pictures of them looking happy because it's to throw it in your face because they know you're watching. All right? That's why don't even look at it. Who cares? Goodbye. Because you don't want to bring this person back into your life because it's going to be a repeat of whatever you went through. And you know what you're doing? You're wasting your time. You're aggravating yourself and you're causing stress. Okay? And it's not worth it. Narcissists don't change. They don't self-reflect. However they treated you, they are going to treat the next person in time. Okay. In the beginning with the new supply, of course the narcissist is going to be love bombing them and really nice to them and accommodating and smearing you and saying, you are crazy. You were insecure. They never did anything to you and everything. Who the fuck cares what the narcissist says? They're a liar. Period. End of story. Okay. And you shouldn't care about the new supply because the new supply is going to find out soon enough that that person is toxic. Okay. Toxic. So you guys, the point in all this is most of the time these narcissists will come back, but there is, a small percentage of them that don't. Okay. And if they don't come back, consider yourself lucky. And also consider yourself to the point of saying to yourself, you know what? They know they can't play me. So they're not even going to try. Okay? They know that I'm smart enough to see through them. And, the narcissist realizes it. And also, like I said, don't forget the proud factor. Narcissists are proud and haughty. So they don't ever want to look like, they're kissing your ass or begging you to come back. And if they feel that you're a strong type of individual, they may not do it. They don't want to give you the satisfaction. And especially, like I said, if they're able to survive without you. But in general, you guys, narcissists never close a door. They always like to have options, because the biggest fear, besides being exposed for a narcissist, is to be alone. They need validation from multiple sources, multiple people telling them they're great, multiple people calling their phone looking to talk to them or looking to see them. This inflates the narcissist's ego, you guys. And it's so funny because I was watching this show, 90 Day Fiancé, and one of the guys on there, he was boasting about how he slept with 2,500 women, okay? And on, the reunion show, he pulls out a book of, the women that he kept a checklist of it. And people were like, well, why is he even showing this? Like, his fiance was right there. Obviously, this is going to hurt her. But why would he even do that? And also, have to hear about it or something like that. He did it because he wanted in his mind, he was boosting his image, and it was like an ego trip. And he wanted to boast to everybody on the show and to, everybody watching the show that, he's been with all these women, like, it lifted his ego to brag about this book, okay? So it was an ego boost for him. He wasn't worried about the fact that he was hurting his fiancée by pulling that book out. What he was doing is he was trying to say, I want to show everybody. No, you don't want to show everybody. What you want to do is you want to brag about it, because in your mind, you feel that makes you a man, okay? That makes you, a man that so many women want. And what is that going to do? That's going to boost his ego, all right? Because I don't know anybody who slept with a lot of people that would want to bring it up in front of their fiancé and then have to hear about it later, unless you're dealing with a narcissist who wants to feel proud that they did something like that. So a narcissist, if they bring something up like that, it's because, they want to get some kind of, attention. They want attention, and they want their image to look like they were something great, or they could get a lot of people. They are somebody who's in demand, so they must be something terrific. So they validate themselves by the number of people that maybe they slept with, or that they talk to, or the number of friends they have. See, narcissists have a lot of acquaintances. They don't have a lot of close friends because they can't keep close friends. Because in order to be a close friend, you've got to be able to give to somebody and go out of your way, okay? You got to sacrifice for a friend. That's a good friend. But what a narcissist will have, and especially like with options and everything, they'll have what we call a lot of connections, all right? So you see this a lot too. If you listen to what people say, they give themselves up. So when you're on the dating apps and they say something like, I'm looking for a good connection, understand that you're one of 100 connections, okay? Connection just means, they want to talk to you. They want to waste your fucking time. They maybe want to sleep with you, or they maybe want to use you for something. You don't need a connection. You need somebody that cares about you and is, very direct with it, because narcissists are not direct with it. And that's how you know a lot of times you're dealing with, maybe a love bombing narcissist, especially on a dating app or something, because they're not direct in their intentions on what they want from you. They'll say something like, I really like, can I get to know you? And what I tell people is ask them, what are they looking to get to know you for? And they'll say, what do you get to know? Get to know you as a person, I like, you seem like a cool person. Well, yeah, I'm a cool person, but you know what? I don't need somebody wasting my fucking time just because I'm a cool person. What's your intent? What is your intent? Are you looking to date? Are you looking for a long-term relationship? Because people that are looking for those things aren't afraid to say it, okay? But when you're dealing with a scoundrel narcissist that's looking to play you, they will be indirect with their words, and they'll leave that confusion in your mind as to, okay, what do they want? You know, they want to get to know me, but I don't really know. Do they want to date me? Do they want to sleep with me? Do they want a relationship? Are they looking to get married? And also, watch out for the ones that say they're looking to get married right away, because most people are not looking to get married right away. Most times you're dealing with a narcissist that's telling you that because they know that's what you're after, all right? So don't be fooled by that either. You're only going to know over a period of time by their pattern of behavior and what comes out of their mouth. So listen to me, you guys. Always listen to what comes out of the narcissist's mouth, all right? Because that will tell you what's on their mind. But don't always believe the future faking that they give you. Always looking at the timing of things. When are they bringing things up? Are they saying they love you in the first month, which, you know, is a red flag? Are they talking about marriage or what your kids will look like in the first 3 months? That is a red flag. Nobody talks like that right away because they don't know you. So, you know, you're dealing with somebody that's either, a fly brain or somebody that's looking to play you. But the bottom line is, with this topic of this podcast, as to whether narcissists come back, most of them do, okay? Most of them do because, you know, you offered something to that narcissist. They're not coming back because they're looking for love, okay? Hate to tell you that, but narcissists are not looking for love. They don't know how to love. They can't open themselves and be vulnerable. In order to be able to be loved, you have to be able to open yourself up, and a narcissist won't do that. And why won't they do that? Because they don't trust and they're afraid of getting hurt. So, you guys, it's like this. You know, that narcissist, depending on who you're dealing with and depending on what went down with you guys, you know, unless it was really, really ugly, and even if it's ugly, some of them are ballsy and will come back and try you, all right? But it depends on how strong you are perceived by that narcissist. If that narcissist knows that you're a no-nonsense person, a lot of times they won't come back if they don't need you, all right? So narcissists will come back if you have something to offer them, not because they're looking for love. And you always got to think about the supply that they were after. They could have been after just sex here and there. They could have been after a place to live. They could have been after your money because they know you're successful. Maybe they feel they'll manipulate you to invest in a business with them. Or the one that a lot of people forget is, you know, they come back just for their ego, just to make themselves feel good in knowing that you are sweating them. And people say, well, how do they know that we're sweating them? Because you're giving them your time. You're on the phone with them for periods of time. You're texting them back. You're showing them that you care. This feeds the narcissist's ego. When you're done with a narcissist and you recognize that they are in fact a narcissist, they flip the blame, they don't take accountability, they have no empathy, they are a liar, they're not transparent, they gaslight you, okay, or they do triangulation and bring other people into it, or they smear you, any of this nonsense, it's a wrap. You got to let them go or you're going to have mess in your life. This person is going to take away years of your life. Understand this. How do I know? I lived it and I'm trying to save you. So don't give the wrong people time in your life, because later on, you guys, you're going to wake up, you're going to look back, and you're going to say, why the hell did I waste all those years with this person when the red flags were there, but I was hoping that they would change. They kept promising me they would change and everything, and nothing ever changes when you're dealing with a narcissist because they don't self-reflect. And if you can't reflect on yourself, you can't fix the problem, okay? And this is why I say narcissists can't be fixed because they won't, they can't deal with introspecting and looking at themselves and thinking of themselves in a shameful manner. They can't deal with shame. So what they'll do is, if you got a problem with them, they'll go out and find somebody who doesn't and deal with somebody else. And then when that person starts to see through the narcissist, they'll move on to another one and another one and another one, okay? Just so that they don't have to change themselves. And today, in today's world, they're running with it on social media because there's so much supply, okay? So much supply. So you are not in demand to the narcissist because of all of the supply that is available on social media. They don't need you, okay? I hate to tell you, but it's a fact, you guys. It's really sad. It is really sad. And this is why a lot of relationships and marriages are breaking up, because the temptation that is out there for that narcissist. And also, keep in mind too, narcissists are ruled by their impulses, all right? So if they see something like that they want to fill that emptiness inside them with that instant gratification. And it's become easy for them. They don't have to go out to a bar and buy drinks or sit there and try to get to know you and date you the old-fashioned way. They don't have to do that. There's 100 different men and women online that they can hit up, and that person they could hook up with. That's how easy it is. I knew guys, you guys, I have a lot of friends. And a lot of, some of my guy friends, and some of them were players and everything like that. They used to say it's so easy. It's so easy. They could go to a bar and they could pick up a girl and have sex. It was like this, okay? It's like this. So when the supply is so easy, it makes the narcissist independent. And it goes the same for females as well. Females could be the same way with guys, all right? They can go out there and they could be with guys and stuff like that. So they have plenty of supply as well. So it's not, it's not like years ago where you had to work for that supply. Today, because we're so socially connected with the internet and social media, the narcissist has access to all of this. And that may be another reason why a lot of narcissists don't come back, because of all of the supply that is out there. You guys, they are inboxing like 20 people at once. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. And whoever takes the bait and replies to them and they feel they can get a vibe going, there's another supply. There's another option. And guess what that means? That means they don't need you, okay? They're filling in that space. They replace, okay? So narcissists don't chase, they replace, okay? I remember a good friend of mine, he was an outlaw, and he always used to post this on Facebook. I don't chase, I replace, okay? So unfortunately, it is what it is. And the point is, if somebody doesn't value you as a person, you don't want that person in your life anyway. You should never, ever, ever chase somebody, because it will only get worse, to the point where they will treat you more and more like garbage, to the point where you're going to be anxious, you're going to be unhappy, you're going to be codependent and thirsty for their attention. Understand, it's not you. You're dealing with a cold narcissist. You're just an object to that narcissist. They're not connected to anybody's soul, okay? Narcissists are not connected to anybody's soul because they don't know how to open up themselves, fill themselves with a good heart, the Holy Spirit within them, to connect with somebody and do the right thing, and to value the right people, that are good people in their lives. They take things for granted, narcissists. And this is why they end up on the short end of the stick later on, because they lose good people, okay? They lose good people. And later on, that abundance of supply that was so accessible to them becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, because they're older and older and older. And the only way a narcissist will truly be independent later on in life is if they have money, okay? There'll always be people around, when somebody's got money, so they could use their money to try to entice people if they had to. But whatever. The point is, you guys, move on in your lives. Now focus in on you. Self-care is how you get your power back. What are you doing for yourself today? Go out, take a walk, join the gym, join a volleyball team, go on a hike, join an art class, join a music class, take a class at a university in whatever you're interested in, poetry, writing, music, whatever it could be, and refocus your brain on these things and say, you know what? I have to refocus my brain on something that's going to benefit me. Not think about, is the narcissist coming back? Okay? Good riddance to the narcissist. That's your past. You're not going that way. You got to keep yourself focused on your future, that your goal is to better your future and move forward. And you give your time to people that treat you kind and show caring, and not just in the beginning during the love bombing stage. Okay, so I hope that helps you. If it did, please hit the subscribe button and please share the podcast, and have a great day, you guys. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio. And you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.